Oh, it's a Tuesday, but it feels like a Monday. You may have been able to tell. We had that slate sitting up for about 3 minutes. Thank you all for sitting with us. And our microphones were hot for some of it, so I hope I didn't say anything super weird.
I know I did.
Yeah, just the general weird stuff, I guess.
Yeah.
We were talking about mosquitoes. Not that bad.
Yeah, you got some nasty bites, girl.
Yeah.
The bed bugs you have in your house are infested.
Yeah, right.
Horrible.
It's either that or the lice, I think.
No, I don't know.
If you know any good pest control people.
Lice powder, too.
Yeah.
No, seriously, how do you get rid of mosquitoes? Like, I can't handle it.
Close the door.
Why do you have mosquitoes in your house?
I don't know. I must have like a little crack or something somewhere in the window.
You're probably opening up your door for the dogs.
Right.
Yeah.
And then
Dogs.
they come in.
Yeah.
Do you live like in a marshy area?
No.
The swamp, right? You live
She
in
lives
the
in
lower
the swamp.
swamplands.
The lower swamp. East swamp.
Some good bass fishing over there. But
Shrek is her neighbor.
So, yeah, well, anyways, when I get bit, they turn these huge, like, red
'Cause you pick
strawberry
at 'em.
marks. And so,
Those aren't mosquito bites. I think
they
those
are mosquito bites. I know what it is, Jimmy.
Ticks.
Oh, I'm going to WebMD. Anyway, good morning, everybody. Thanks for watching the Today in AZ After Show. Paul Gerke, Vanessa Ramirez, Jimmy Q, chilling on the couch with y'all. We posed the question for you. Today is a national holiday. Hold on, I got to do air quotes. Today's a national holiday. It's National Candy Corn Day, which is really the unwanted stepchild of Halloween candy, at least in my humble opinion. We want to know what you think about this stuff. Now, some people say it's completely inedible. Other people say it's great. Listen, this stuff's been around since like the 1800s.
Okay, so listen. This Dakota, and I've heard this before.
She's like, no, you listen to me.
Let me tell you. So Dakota said all the candy corn that was ever made was made in 1914. Like, I've heard that
That's
they don't.
a stand-up comic.
Yeah,
has
that they don't
bit.
reproduce
Yeah.
and make any more.
It's sugar, corn syrup, vanilla, and marshmallow cream are apparently the ingredients in. That's like gourmet candy corn. That's gourmet in the way that like Taco Bell is gourmet.
I used to love that stuff.
Do you
But a
like
lot
candy
of people
corn?
I
love
really
it.
did. I used to more. I don't, because it's just pure sugar now
Sure.
and stuff. But I used to, as a little kid, I used to love it. And I'd eat it like in 3 pieces.
Yeah.
I'd eat like the white tip first.
Right.
I'd eat the little middle center and then the bottom. And it was pretty good. I could eat like a fair share of it. I ate a ton as a kid.
I could eat like 5.
Yeah, my mom always had it around when I was a kid. You grab a handful, but you usually are like, why did I do that?
Yeah.
What about like the pumpkins, like the orange
Oh,
pumpkins
those
that
are
are made of
cute.
like the same stuff? That's
Same
like
thing, yes.
waxy and kind of gross, but you still eat them anyway.
It's a bigger version of it.
But I don't eat those because it's all orange. Even though it probably tastes the same, in my head, I'm
Yeah.
like, oh, it's all orange. It's like too much. So I don't ever eat the little pumpkins. But I'll eat these and I'll just bite off the little pieces.
Let us know what you think in the
Sections.
comment section. Crystal weighing in saying, stack the candy corn. It makes a corn cob. Cindy loves it. Jen, not so much. Nope, it is nasty.
Aaron says, I don't like candy corn, but to each their own.
Steve trying to cut back on the sugar. Bravo, my friend. Good luck, because the holidays are coming. You're going to lose that battle.
Somebody said they mix it with something.
Peanuts
did
and
give me a
popcorn.
Reese's.
That's what
Okay.
Deb says. Yeah, like in a trail mix. I can
That's
get
a
down
good
with that.
idea.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like a little salty with the sweetness. I'm okay with that.
I'm not a sweet guy. I'm more like a nut guy.
Okay.
Nuts and popcorn. But I could see that. That's, some people. You guys have sweet tooths, right? You're a big sweet tooth.
Yeah, I'm all right with it. I come and go. I pretty much just have a problem with Mexican food. Like
Says the guy who's never had a tamale.
Yeah, maybe not authentic.
You like
Mexican
Taco Bell.
food. Well, no, not just Taco Bell, but the other places that'll sling
It is good
burritos
food.
and tacos.
It's delicious.
There was one week, I think I said this on this show, there was one week relatively recently where I had tacos or some variant of tacos 5 consecutive days. That's an ungodly streak. Like, that's not
great.
healthy.
No, but so what? You only live once?
That's true.
I love it.
I'm
Yeah,
never
until your
tacos.
pants don't start fitting you anymore.
And then you get bigger
True.
pants.
Right.
These ones here are elastic.
Yeah, can we
So
talk
they
about
kinda
your new
go-
suit for a second? 'Cause
Please
you're
do.
styling.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
You get a package deal or just get the one new suit?
I watched you. No, I got a few suits.
You gotta get 'em in
Wait, is this part of the wedding
I
deal
only
suit?
did 2. I only did 2. No, this one's not. I did just 2 vests because I don't
Okay.
want to do too much. Like, when double-breasted comes out, get 1.
Wise investment.
Because it'll
Yeah.
go out quickly and then you're stuck with them. So
Play on words intentional there. I do like the vest though. It's the ladies sometimes wear Spanx. The guys, that's our alternative, is the vest. It keeps everything in there.
yeah,
Makes you
this
hold
is
it in.
really, You guys don't want to see when I unbutton this thing.
No, it's just all.
You'll see my belly button just
Mm-hmm.
sticking out there.
Anyway, if you like Jimmy's suit, you can comment on that too. Let's get to our In Case You Missed It this morning. If you didn't have a chance to watch Today in AZ, we had our reporter Adam Bagney live out at Fear Farm becoming a zombie. Check out some of the highlights. That's not the typical makeup we put on in the morning, my friend.
It's close, though. It's very close.
Are you trying to say that I look like a zombie when I'm on TV with my TV makeup guys? That's messed up. Hey, What's up? Good morning. So I'm here with Andrea. She's going to be turning me into a zombie. We're here at Fear Farm. And this is something, and Zach's joining us, the GM as well. So
We sent Team 12's Adam Bagney there this morning to face his fears and get a bit of a Halloween makeover. Let's take a look at the transformation. You look gruesome, my friend. And I mean that in a good way.
You know, that's the best compliment anyone's given me on live TV, Paul.
It kind of reminds me of the Kardashian, what do they do? Contouring. Yeah, a little bit, right? Because your cheekbones do look.
You look like you've missed a few meals, my friend. Not enough brains to go around. All right, we want to show you what Adam finally looks like because we lost our live shot. Either that or he was eaten by the zombies in there. Tough to get a signal in and out of Fear Farm, probably because of something the monsters are doing. Can we see the final Adam Bagney zombie? Do we have the picture?
Where is he?
There he is. Very similar to what you saw in that last live shot.
Final touches.
Not too shabby. They said they had something like 10 makeup artists there.
Yeah, they did. One year I went there, and they just I didn't want to go through all that, so I said just put a scar, and they put like this crazy, like realistic cut scar. It was pretty awesome.
I did it 3 years ago for our 4 o'clock show, and they turned me into a zombie, but they went all out. Like I had a blonde wig on, like a white wig, and they made my nose peel off like a fake. So they could show the bone of the nose. The makeup artist did an amazing job. So the only catch was I had to drive home like that.
Right.
So I'm driving like all zombie-like, and people are just like staring at me, and I'm like, oh no.
That's one of those things people don't think about. Like when you have a weird costume like that, you gotta drive to and from wherever you're going. Like this time of year, you can look over at the car next to you and see all sorts of unexpected things.
You know, it's funny when I went to like Circle K or something yesterday, and it said, please remove your mask before entering the store. Because people
there you go.
wear them everywhere, you know?
You don't want to make them think you're holding up the joint.
No.
Peggy says you look very handsome, Jimmy, in that suit. She loves a man in a suit.
Oh.
Yeah, George says my wife's dressing me well these days.
Yeah.
Does she have a hand in that, or do you make the executive decisions?
Yeah.
This is all her.
That's one of the nice things about being in a serious relationship on the odd occasion is let them dress you. Just
They know what they're doing.
Does that smell nice?
Yeah,
okay, I'm going to buy that.
Yeah.
Does this look okay?
Yeah.
I'm going to buy that.
Yeah. Did you ever heard the stand-up called Chris Rock did a thing on why men are more attractive to other women when they're in a relationship? He said because before you were a mess, but now this girl, she told you to brush your teeth and comb your hair,
make your
and
bed,
and wear this and put this on. Of course, other women are going to find you.
Well,
attractive.
yeah. Well, the problem is that my girlfriends would always say, "Oh, don't fix him up for the next woman." You know?
Just leave whatever's broken, and deal with it.
Yeah, because then he's that much better for the next.
Sage dating advice from Vanessa and Jimmy. That's what this show's all about.
You and Emma were dressed alike today.
Unintentional.
Yeah.
So we'll let the people in on a little behind-the-scenes action here on the news. So like we strive here at 12 News to be unbiased, right? And that's really hard, especially in like the divisive political climate that we're in right now. So it's all about details. And so like our management team is usually on us not to wear like stark red or blue anytime we're talking about politics. So we had Kirsten Sinema live in studio this morning. We've got Martha McSally live in studio tomorrow morning, the two Senate candidates vying for a seat that's being vacated by Jeff Flake. And I was thinking, okay, this undershirt is blue, but it's not like a Democratic blue, and it's got the black polka dots, so I figured that was probably okay. But with the polka dots, you have to wear the solid, but I wanted to go with the polka dots here. Just so happens, Emma's wearing a black and white polka dotted dress, so this looks good,
and
as
socks.
do the socks.
Are those
Not
blue
too
or
shabby.
black?
No, they're black.
Good. Yeah, and Emma had the polka dots.
I probably washed them with too much blue stuff. That's why they got a bluish hue to them, but trust me,
really
they're black.
Good. And I wore blue today, but it's non-political. I'm just zero. I'm just...
Yeah.
Jimmy's
neutral.
I'm neither side. I really am not. I don't care about politics. I like weather. I'll talk about weather.
That's why you're the
Jimmy
weatherman.
votes for weather.
I go to all parties.
All the weather
I
parties?
like all parties.
Speaking of weather parties, it's going to be really nice for Halloween.
This is when I'm the star.
Yeah.
I walk into my Trader Joe's, Costco.
There he is, the guy.
People love me, man. I seriously start getting those bad comments around June. Like, hey, how long is this heat spell going to last? I'm like, 4 months.
Or the other day when the rain came out, my uncle texted me, Jimmy said it wasn't going to rain in the West Valley. And it
There's always going to be
pouring.
complainers. The
Can't please everyone.
The worst I have here are the ones that talk about how cold it is. I'm like, seriously? We go through summers where it's like 120 degrees and you're going to complain that's 40 degrees out?
You're going to get that from me.
Yeah.
Because in the morning when we're walking in, then I put on my Uggs, I have my big jacket, and it's freezing.
Yeah.
But
no, it's perfect.
A couple quick things to get to here. Well, a couple more comments on candy corn, but also Russ wants to know if 42 is too old to go trick-or-treating. Not if you have kids with you, but if you're by yourself, yes, that's extremely
really
weird.
creepy.
Yep, don't
really
do that.
Creepy.
Danielle says she missed us today. They are not getting the station up in Flagstaff. Sorry about that, Danielle. We'll talk to the engineers, see what they can do. Says she remembers you from your San Diego days, by the way.
Nice.
Did you ever bust out the vest back then?
No.
No.
I have not
It's a new
done a
thing.
vest probably since I was in the 4th grade.
No kidding.
I've never done a vest, except for maybe like weddings.
I might wear a vest for you tomorrow.
Yeah, I like that.
Lizette says, hi from Belgium.
Ooh.
Hey,
We're going
awesome.
international with the show.
Yeah, Vanessa and I just flew over the pond recently.
It was
yeah,
fun.
You were in
Great
Germany and I
time.
was in Italy.
Oh, wait, I love how Isabel says, I love to see them, but I don't like them. It just probably brings like the holiday
You mean
spirit.
candy corn or us?
Vests or candy corn.
Right.
I can take it off. If I'm offended.
Oh, take it off, Jimmy. We're on the internet. You can get away with that.
Yeah, I do like, Halloween's are here or the fall season's here when you see them in the store, so that's cool.
The vests or the candy corn? What are we? Vests also very seasonal. All right, we'll get to some more of your candy corn comments in a moment, but first, a little fresh squeezed juice, something we couldn't squeeze into the show earlier today.
Okay, so 86% of parents shamelessly steal candy from their kids after trick-or-treating, and mom and dad aren't just stealing a piece of candy. A survey found they devour, I keep saying that earlier, they devour a fourth of their child's total Halloween haul.
A fourth of it?
In fact, 44% of parents say they eat more candy than their kids. I totally see that.
Yeah.
Because first of all, you don't want to give your kids all that candy.
No. They don't know what to do with all that candy. It's our responsibility as adults to make sure that they don't get sugar poisoning.
No, not at all. And you got to taste it. Make sure it's good too.
Make sure there's no razor blades in there.
Yeah, you got to open them up.
Yeah, the old razor blade.
What were we were talking about that before the show this morning, the whole razor blades thing, and how that was just like an old wives' tale that like never really happened.
Don't ever get the apples.
But everyone was freaking out about the razor blades.
Yeah.
Well, then now everybody's freaking out about edible candies. But like you were saying earlier, it's too expensive if you're trying to buy that to give it to your kids.
We did a verify last night in case you missed the show about whether or not you should actually be worried about pot edibles ending up in Halloween candy. There's never been a documented case of that happening. And like really, there's no incentive to do something like that. Like what, you get your jollies off of giving an edible gummy to like a kid? Like that's too expensive. Those things are usually like $5 to $10 a dose depending on what you're getting.
Yeah.
Giving them away to strangers, not really smart at all. I don't know. And it probably wouldn't cause any significant harm anyway, if that was the case, which it isn't. That said, Jimmy, what were some of the things you were worried about when you were a kid?
Well, we used to remember you'd go to the emergency room. You could go to emergency rooms for free and X-ray your candy.
What?
Oh,
Yep.
No way. Does anyone else
actually.
remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah. You'd take the bag and they'd go right through to see if there's any metal or anything.
Huh.
Yeah, razor blades, needles, anything like that.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Do you ever have any instances like that? My parents would sometimes, like, if the candy was, like, slightly open, they'd be like, just throw it away. It's not worth risking it. Like, if it was torn a little bit or whatever.
Yeah.
But that is true. You're going to complete strangers' houses, and they're giving you candy. How long that candy's been there? What kind of candy? Like,
I'd like to bring this up. I think it's dying. The tradition is dying.
Yeah.
I mean, I've had a house now for many years, and it's less and less people.
Yeah, I agree.
They're
with you.
kids from other neighborhoods that are driving in, and more neighbors are shutting the lights off. Another thing, teach your kids that if the light's off, just don't go to the house. Don't be knocking at the door, and don't go after 10 o'clock or sometimes 9 o'clock should be the cutoff day too. But I think in 20 years, this is going to be non-existent.
well, I think they do it at the mall, right? They have trick-or-treating at the mall. They have the trunk-or-treating where you can go to one destination and everybody goes
those
in
areas.
their car.
But going just to strangers' houses.
Yeah.
I, for one, hope it doesn't die. I really love the social engagement aspect of it. I love the idea of bringing communities together. We talked about this on this couch before on previous episodes of the show where you just don't know your neighbors anymore. And I think that it would do a lot to stop that wedge, that divisiveness that I spoke about earlier, if we just learn that the people next to us aren't all that different, even if they might believe different
That's
things.
what happy hour's for.
Yeah, right, that's true. see you at the bar.
Halloween party there.
I just noticed the crowd dying. I mean, we sat out last time. We had soup last year. We had candy. We had everything.
Yeah.
We had like
Wait, soup?
kids, I always make my soup. I always make my chili and stuff.
Oh, that's awesome.
And then I have a fire in the front yard. Take it to the
That's
front
cool.
yard. Because in the old days, everything was to the front. Like you were talking about the porches. In a lot of communities in Mesa and Chandler, they're building more porches in the front again so the neighbors can go to the front.
Yeah.
And that's a good way to stop crime, too, because if somebody's walking through the neighborhood and the neighbors are watching you, they don't like that. But now what happened was, 50 years ago, everyone started taking to the backyard. So the fronts were always quiet. So
Same thing in my neighborhood and in my mom's neighborhood. My mom lives in the West Valley. Like 1 year, every other year we bounce back to each other's houses to hand out candy, right? So last year we did mine, and seriously, only like a handful of kids came.
Yes.
I only had to buy one small bag of candy, and I still had some left over. You know, and the same thing with hers, and over there in the West Valley.
I brought my bag here, just gave it to everybody.
Yeah.
I wonder if it's just becoming more consolidated. I wonder if there are, because we've seen people hop in these comment sections that say that, like, our neighborhood is packed on Halloween. I wonder if they're just like targeting, you know, the neighborhoods where the houses are close together in a nice, well-lit area where you're just going and everybody else is kind of getting shut out of the whole thing, you know?
Well, my light will be off this time.
Mine's
My
gonna be
friend
off.
actually invited me over. She has a couple kids, and they're doing, like, in their neighborhood, they're doing a big thing where everybody's going to be outside. So she's like, you want to come over and hang out? And I'm like, sure.
There are a couple neighborhoods I went to that are crazy out. And I mean, the neighbors are out, friends are out, they have bonfires in everyone's front yard, the kids are back. But it's really tight-knit. It's really tight-knit and specialized. And they have, that's very community like you're talking about. But I think just in general.
To see all the kids dressed up in their little costumes, and then the little babies, you know, and they show up and they're like, trick or treat.
That's the best part, right? It's just seeing the kids.
I'm going to call my buddy.
Yeah.
I think I want to head back to that neighborhood again because I don't live there. And he'd always invite me.
Yeah, hang out with
what's
him.
going
If
on?
they've got king-size candy bars, you know how to get a hold of me. All right, let's get you an extra shot, Jimmy, before we end the show. We're looking for you guys to send us something.
That's right. We are looking for the cutest pet in all of Arizona. We want to see yours. Details on how to enter our contest that could get you $1,000. And all you have to do is have the cutest pet in all of Arizona, whether it be a dog, a cat, a turtle, whatever you think it is. We'd love to see.
You think a turtle's going to win this thing?
It could. I don't know. I haven't seen a lot of cute turtles, but you never know.
Well, that's the problem, though. Everybody thinks their pet is cute. So we're going to be bombarded with pictures.
So I'll give you some more how the sausage is made behind the scenes stuff. First prize for this is $1,000. That's nothing to wag a finger
way.
at.
I could use 1,000 right now.
Initially, the secondary and tertiary prizes were very small, and our boss shut that down. He went to the web people and he said, no, nobody's going to enter if they're not going to make some significant money here.
Okay.
Second place, now $500.
What?
Third place, $250. So even if you have the third cutest pet in the valley, you're going to make out okay on this.
Well, and then the coolest part is that those pets get to come in the studio.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, so the way it works, basically, just go to the 12 News Facebook page. All of the information is posted there. You submit your picture. We narrow it down to 3, and then the people vote. Or we narrow it down to 12, rather. And then the people vote, and the top 3 all come in studio.
In studio.
And Emma hates doing pet interviews, so I'm going to make sure that I call in that day, and she's going to have to do all of them.
Oh, they're going to be so cute, though.
I'm going to get the best in the best
Emma's
in the
not,
studio.
not a pet person. She doesn't like animals.
We talked about that yesterday. We talked about cats and dogs, who likes what. And, Emma is not a pet person at all.
Yeah, no. But, you know, that's what we're here for.
I got a dog. I like
Pick up the dog here.
He's
Oh, one more thing we got to mention, by the way. Martha McSally, as I said earlier, in studio tomorrow at 6 a.m. We had Kirsten Cinnamon today. Martha McSally live tomorrow. You can text your questions in to 602-444-1212. It's best if you do that in the 5 to 6 o'clock hour tomorrow. That way they're right at the top of our list, and we can try to get some of your questions to her on air. Anything else before we say goodbye, guys? Candy corn, thumbs up, thumbs down?
In the middle.
Thumbs up for me. Heck yeah, I like 3 of them and I'm done.
All right, so the jury's split. Up, down, and Michael Steadicam, deciding vote. Oh, it's a thumbs up.
Yes.
I guess the 12 after show is down with candy corn.
Wait, we got to say hi to Niall. He's from Brooklyn. Chiming in from
Sup, Brooklyn?
Russell, thanks for all your messages here.
See you guys. We'll do this again tomorrow, 7:30 a.m. on the couch. We'll try not to be late this time. We love you. Be good people.
Tomorrow's Halloween.
It is?